Hey there, XTV fans. This is Moose coming at you once again with another episode of Moose Tracks. I am sitting here over the middle point of CP Granary, hoping that you liked my new opening cinematic that was made for me by another member of XTV named Clone. So I have him first and foremost to thank for that. For any of you that have followed competitive TF2 at all, you'll know that Granary is one of the staple 5 CP maps. Mostly played for 6s, but we're going to see as we fly through here how it can be used in a Highlander format as well. So I'm going to go ahead as always and fly over through some walls, because this is a lot of straight angles over to blue spawn. So if I fly through any walls, forgive me. 2 ways out as always, left and right. Usually the main rollout is to go down left. A soldier will jump down here in that kind of pause time for the first 5 seconds of the round, jump down here to the health pack and just get ahead a few feet, fly through. Everyone usually rolls out the left through the left final yard, over through to the second point, and then takes another left, and you get out here in the main left yard. There are really 2 of everything on this map: 2 yards, 2 garages, 2 chokes. So you're going to kind of have to bear with me and know where your team's at to understand when they say choke what they're talking about. Now most teams will have 2 options coming out of here. They'll either take a left through choke out to mid, or they are going to go out through garage out to mid. And both ways equally as fast. Really depends on what side your team wants to get on. If you want to get closer to their flank on the initial rollout, or if you want to stay safe and keep your medic farther away on the initial rollout, that would be worth it as well. Let's go over some names. You've obviously got middle point crates, 2 red crates on the red side, 2 blue crates on the blue side. This catwalk is reachable through the garage and up this little pathway here. Jumping classes can jump up on this deck and then up through here, or you can walk up this and out. It doesn't matter. This is what I call the drop down, because of this structure, which leads into the second point garage, which we'll get to in a minute. If you're attacking, this is going to be the right side yard. If you're defending, it'll be the left, and obviously vice versa. If you're attacking, you're pushing through left yard, this is what you're talking about. If you're defending, you tell them you're there in right yard, then you're obviously talking about being over here. The 2 connect in this little hallway over here. This second point is kind of a weird garage shape. You've got the second point right here, but the enemy has 2 ways in, either through this door on the your left yard, the enemy's right yard, if you're pushing through, or you can push through this other garage door, so, and then back in through the second point and just get around the enemy team. If you take the left door, you can also go up here, and here's that drop down hallway I was talking about, and that gets you right back out to the first garage. Or you can take the upper half of the second point and get some height over your enemy. A lot of defenses holding second will put something up here to keep a better eye on what's going on. You can stand on these structures. I think scouts, soldiers, demos, anything that can make that jump, maybe even medics, I'm not sure, can stand on any of these structures in here on the shelves on here. This sign is a common place for a soldier to hide. Sticky trap locations usually will be like up on top of the garage door here, maybe covering Z structure. I forgot to mention that earlier. This is the Z, and right above the point on this walkway here, maybe on the corner lower sides. We're going to push through to final. There are 3 ways out. My apologies. One's down through the pipes, and you've got 2 exits, left and right. Left will put you into there. If you're defending, this is your right yard. If you're attacking, this is left. The only real structure over here is the cinder blocks. This is the right push, left defense, and the only thing to mention here is the crates. Usually a team might hide up or hold up on top of this pipe right over here by the final point, or put a sentry gun, you know, right here behind this wall where it's going to be protected from most splash spam minus demos, which can lob a sticky over the wall. That's really about it for structures. You can obviously also utilize this space as well, but that's not ever really utilized because it's so far away from the final point. Rollouts again, most people will push left, soldiers jump off this tire, land over here. Demos will usually put a sticky right at this door exit and land over in this slider door. Therefore the medic really has to put the healing order on the demo and soldier first coming out, so they get those heals. Or the soldier can just whip everyone out to mid, which saves the medic that healing. Scouts can stand on these brackets on the beams here and then jump up onto the upper area without an atomizer. It's just a double jump. Something to watch out for. Soldiers will bounce off this crate and land right on the second point. That just gets them out a little faster. Either the demo or the soldier is going to grab that health pack, come out the left door. Soldier would put a sticky right, or a demo would put a sticky right here and then jump wherever he needs to go, whether he's pushing out choke or pushing out garage. Medics will usually stick with their main combo. I feel like the garage, even though it might be a second slower, might be a little bit safer. Just so you can hold your medic back here and put your heavy between you and anything coming at you. But this choke push, if that isn't working out for you, is just as viable. It gets your team up and around. Maybe you can push through here and get a surprise pick on their med. Usually classes that get out here early will be jumping up on the crates. Scouts will usually run up the walkway and jump up on the crates, pick up their demo. Soldiers will jump up here, try to gain the high ground advantage. Demo men, as soon as they get out to mid, should be lobbing sticks way over on the enemy side, wherever they feel is most crucial to defend. That way when an enemy walks out, they have to step over sticks and possibly die. That's very common. If you're a demo man, it's worth going and picking up some videos. I can link some down in the description of demo men rolling out on Granary and where to put those sticks. I will put videos of that in the description so you guys can see that. Snipers will usually hold maybe up here where they can get a decent view of either the garage, anything that peeks out from the garage. They can't see any of the chokes directly, but anything that peeks out, and you will have to peek out eventually, is in headshot range. Maybe some will push down here and take this side and snipe all the way across to choke, or if they're pushing out a garage, they'll come out of choke and snipe that way. What am I missing? Pyros should be reflecting stickies and rockets for the medic. So if your medic decides to come out this way, put your pyro right here and just reflect anything that comes near them. That way you don't have to worry about your medic dropping early. What else am I missing? Engineers, probably this mid push should be running a mini sentry, getting something out here. This is a common spot right on the stairs where they can wrangle it. All these here, maybe if you get a good mid push, you could put a mini sentry right on these side of the stairs. That way you have access over the garage and the choke. You can wrangle that either side. That's really about it. If you win and you have big numbers, push through and take second as fast as you can. If you win and you don't have numbers, you usually are going to be faced with a defense right here in the left yard. Soldiers may be up here on the roof where they get an extra couple feet of height advantage. Be careful for spies. Using this side of the yard to get behind your medic and pick him right here. Again, get your heavy classes just spamming the doorway so your enemy isn't content or feels comfortable pushing through. Hopefully if you wipe mid hard enough, you're not even going to have to worry about defending yard, but it is definitely one of the major contesting points on this map. If you guys push through and lose, then the other team's going to cap mid back and you're going to lose your forward spawns. So that's definitely something to work on when you practice or scrim this week. Pushing through, watch out for stickies on these doorways where I mentioned earlier. Teams might like taking this second garage push up here and just taking advantage of whatever extra routes the defense has to defend their second point. So be careful for that. Make sure when you're lining up your defense that you're watching all sides, not just the main door. Again, watch out for the spots I was talking about earlier. Soldier up here, stickies. You might see a heavy right here where he can see both these hallways. Again, it's really just up to what your team's strongest with. This really isn't the best place to hold because you can't see in any doors. Maybe over here, maybe you'll see a sniper just trying to protect anything coming that way. Otherwise, snipers really aren't strong on this part of the map. There's not a whole lot to worry about there. Spies, however, have all these paths and counter paths to work through, so you're definitely going to have to worry about that from both teams, not just the offense but the defense as well. Pushing through, a very common one is right yard and pushing right up on the point. It usually becomes who lives longest on the final point, so make sure your medic stays alive when the attacking side Ubers in or crits is in, depending on what they're strongest with. Some will take this upper ground with the pipes, or maybe even jump up here if you're a soldier or a demo man and just rain down. It's hard to hit you if you're on the pipes, which just gives you an extra advantage. This right yard, you might see a sniper holding out over here, right out of this garage door. But this side doesn't seem to be used quite as often as the right yard push, so that's worth noting. Definitely don't neglect this side, but from what I've observed, most offenses will push through here towards the final point. Be careful from snipers up here. I think they can shoot through both these windows. That's really about it for Granary as far as Highlander goes. On the second and third points, I would recommend putting a level 3 up. If you're content or comfortable holding point 2, put it up here where it has the coverage of all these doorways, this one, that one, and that one. If you're not, just go ahead, be safe, get your level 3 over here on final. That's fairly standard. Many sentries aren't going to do a whole lot unless your engineer is really good with the Wrangler. Heavies might not... It's hard to defend from any distance as a heavy because these yards are so long. So if you're a heavy, you might want to consider holding forward a little bit, just getting a little bit of extra pressure on those choke points so the enemy doesn't feel comfortable pushing through. Soldiers, obviously, if you're a 6th player at all, you know how to play this map. Get up on the high ground, bomb down, deny chokes. Demo men are the same way. I will be linking videos for those two classes in the description, so they have a little bit better ideas of what their class roles are in the on this map. Otherwise, be sure to practice. This is a fairly common map, so everyone's going to know it already. The winner's going to be who's more coordinated, as always. I mean, deathmatch for King of the Hill maps, but coordination's really going to win any 5CP map. So work on that. Still hit me up again if you're interested in coaching. I know playoffs are coming up soon, and some of these maps are going to be confusing for especially for new Highlander teams. I'm going to have a little bit of extra time coming up soon, so I'll be able to coach and help your team out however I can. So just hit me up in the YouTube comments or on the XTV page, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can about that. Otherwise, guys, have a good week with playoffs coming soon. I hope your team's hyped up and ready to go, and I know I am. And keep watching XTV for the coverage on Monday. I forget which team we're casting on Monday, but it should be a good match. Otherwise, you guys have a good one. Moose signing out.